Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being with us today. My name's Joni Ogg, and on behalf of travelprofessionalnews.com, homebasedtravelagent.com, and findahostravelagency.com, I want to welcome all of you to today's webinar, and I thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join with us. Today's topic is a super fun topic. I know everybody loves it. I can't think of anybody who doesn't, and I'm excited to hear what Cruise Planners does with Disney. So the topic today is the magic formula, how to get started selling Disney. Nothing more positive than that, so I'm looking forward to it. Our speaker today is someone who's very passionate about Disney because we just had a little conversation about it. He has a 3-year-old, so obviously that's part of it. And our speaker is Andrew Schultz, and he is the Associate Director of Training and Development at Cruise Planners. And he leads creative and e-commerce initiatives that drive engagement and growth. His focus is empowering teams through impactful training programs that align with the goals of Cruise Planners. He's passionate about transforming the travel experience through compelling visuals, user-friendly platforms, and professional development, making vacation planning an art. So just remember, folks, you are all muted, but as you know, we always welcome your questions at any time. You just put those in the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen. And then we'll get to those questions as soon as we can when Andrew's all finished with his presentation. We will also be awarding a $50 Amazon gift card, courtesy of us here at Travel Professional News. This is going to take place at the end of the webinar, so just make sure you listen carefully for your opportunity to win by knowing the answer to the question. So without any further ado, I want us to go ahead and get started so we can learn all about this. So Andrew, welcome. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much, Joni, and shout out to Travel Professional News. Thank you for hosting us today. We are so excited. As Joni said, I am a Disney, I wouldn't say freak, but a Disney nerd, a Disney aficionado. I love all things Disney, and I could not be more excited to share with all of you on the call, all of the exciting programs that we have at Cruise Planners to help you guys, travel advisors, sell Disney. As we know, it can be kind of difficult. It can be overwhelming, especially for the guest, right? There are so many different ways to travel by Disney. It almost feels like you need a PhD to go to the parks these days. So we're going to kind of break down the program that we at Cruise Planners offer and kind of go through all of that fun stuff. And as Joni said, if you have any questions, please go ahead and enter them into that Q&A box, and we'll do our best to get them answered for you. I'd also like to let you know that on my team here at Cruise Planners Home Office, I have the fabulous Emily Lipman, who is also on our Disney team here, and she's also here behind the scenes and might pop in from time to time to talk about Disney. So let's get it started, okay? So I guess the main question is, why should you sell Disney? So if you've never sold Disney before, or you might be thinking, well, I don't really have clients that fit in the Disney bubble. I don't have clients that have children. Let me tell you something, guys. Disney is really for everyone, right? It's an overarching company. They're the most best known brand in the entire world, okay? The brand pretty much sells itself, right? And you are really there to help curate these vacations. And these vacations, as I mentioned and alluded to earlier, can be super complicated. So the commissions are great, and there are things that you might not even know that are commissionable to help you make money that will really help you put these exclusive custom packages together for your clients. So we have one of our advisors, and I asked her, I said, why do you sell Disney? And this is what she said. Her name is Jessica. She said, asking the simple questions and taking the guesswork out of it for them helps me create a once-in-a-lifetime trip for my clients, which is so true. If you're on this call, you might be another Disney lover like me. I remember every Disney trip I've ever been on, right? Now, because I'm lucky enough to live in South Florida and I happen to be an annual pass holder, I go a lot, right? And as Joni said, I have a 3-year-old, so we do go a lot, and they are some of my favorite memories, even when I was a little kid with my family. And they are really, it's a magical experience that clients just You know, once you're a Disney person, you kind of stay in the bubble. And we really love when we here at Cruise Planners get a client that tells us, you know, I never went on Disney Cruise Line, or I never really went to the parks, and now they're hooked, right? I'm going to give a little shout out to one of our Cruise Planners advisors who only sells really luxury. We're talking, you know, Seabourn, Silversea, high end cruise lines. And she went on a fam on Disney Cruise Line and actually came back saying it was the best cruise she's ever been on. And she doesn't even have children. So I love when I hear things like that. So we kind of get people out of that, I'm only in the Disney bubble with my guests. So let's talk about some myths, okay? So here we go. Number one, Disney is a niche product, right? Like I was alluding to earlier, it really can be for anyone and everyone, children or not, from 0 to 99 years old. There's something for everyone with Disney. Here's another myth. Disney is only for families. It can be, but it's open for everybody. Like I said, 0 to 99. And this is the biggie for everyone on this call, my travel advisor friends, that why do I need to use a travel advisor for Disney? And I'm going to tell you one of the big ones. Here we go, right? That if you book the trip yourself, you'll most likely will spend the entire trip staring at your phone. I can attest to, I was there, like I said last week, someone almost walked right into me in the line for It's a Small World because he was staring at his phone trying to book his lightning lane for the next for the next ride that he was about to go on. So as an advisor, you can help put this whole trip together. One of our advisors sends out detailed itineraries, literally from the minute the guest wakes up to the minute the guest goes to sleep. The entire day is planned, and all you have to do is enjoy. Because if you think about it, there are so many different parts of, and now we're specifically talking about the parks, right? But there's Lightning Lane, which are the fast passes, which all really is done on your mobile device. There are the dining plans, right? There is the My Disney Experience app. There's mobile ordering. Now, a lot of this you can curate, and a lot of this the guest will, your client will be working in tandem with you to help create this great day at the parks. But there just are so many different facets to putting a Disney park vacation together. And guess what? Travel advisors make that process easier, right? And with our course that I'm going to talk about in the next slide, we really train our advisors on, number one, like I said earlier, why we should be selling Disney, and number two, how to be selling Disney. So we go into targeted marketing, you know, maybe pulling those guests who are a Royal Caribbean aficionado that, you know, maybe they've never tried Disney. Or we have people who are sailing out of Port Canaveral, who let's combine that with a park visit at Magic Kingdom or Epcot or any of the parks in Florida. We have guests, client, advisors who their clients are, I only want to stay in the top resorts. Well, you know what? The Grand Floridian, the Polynesian, these are what Disney considers to be deluxe resorts. And the features of these resorts are incredible. The Grand Floridian has one of the only 3-diamond Michelin star restaurants in the world. It's called Victoria and Albert's. To get a reservation is extremely difficult, but you know, they have those options that I just don't necessarily think people don't think about. And then of course, we can also talk about Adventures by Disney, right? Which brings the magic that is Disney outside of Florida or outside of a cruise and into Europe. And they partner with river cruises such as Ama Waterways, and you get that same incredible experience that Disney is known for and what they offer in a different location. Egypt, the Arctic, they have an amazing Adventures by Disney product. Alani, which is their Hawaii product, which is just phenomenal. So let's talk about the Cruise Planner specific Disney Specialist course. So it's an incredible course that, if I do say so myself, it's wonderful. And it offers in-depth training designed to empower cruise planners advisors with comprehensive knowledge and expertise about Disney destinations and experiences. So after completing the course, graduates will be well equipped to sell Disney products and becoming Disney vacation experts. And I'm going to tell you the best part. Okay, you ready? Well, one of the best parts. It is broken up into 18 units, and the entire course can be completed in under 45 minutes. I wish we had a sound effect for a round of applause, but 45 minutes. I hope everyone can dedicate 45 minutes to becoming a Disney specialist, because you know some trainings out there, it's a lot longer than 45 minutes. So we've really broken it up to easily digestible modules that are quick, they're fun, they're interactive, and as I said earlier, we have targeted marketing modules in there that are really great. Actually, another one of the modules is a bit of a role play of us here at the home office, the headquarters at Cruise Planners, kind of acting out a scene, if you will, about, let's say we have a guest call and we say a client call and says, you know, I really want to go to Disney, but I don't even know where to start. So we acted out this little skit, really prepping our advisors with all of the answers to potentially make a great sale. Because if you combine a park in addition to a cruise and including the resorts and including the dining packages, you know, commissions with a comma, that's what we talk about, right? Disney is not the cheapest vacation that you are going to find. I think we can all agree on that. It's actually might be one of the most expensive vacations that you can book. So that's really what the course is all about. I love it. We spent a lot of time, about 6 months, putting it together, and it's just been amazing. Our network has really embraced it. Some of the modules, excuse me, include testimonials from our top selling Disney advisors, how they make money, how they market to their clients, how they use the Disney brand to sell their business. Great information in there. So kind of like what I just said, it features testimonials, tips and tricks, targeted marketing, and especially we see this a lot at Cruise Planners. We have clients who, well, you know, I've gone to the parks 800 times. I've never done Alani. I've never done Adventures by Disney. I've never done a Disney cruise. So we talk about that in the course as well, how to get those people beyond the parks and resorts. Because again, the commissions can be extremely lucrative, right? So let's just go over a few of the topics that we cover in our course, okay? All facets of Disney. Like I said, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Line, Adventures by Disney, all of it are in this course, okay? Strategies to sell and market those products effectively, okay? We really talk about, like I said earlier, getting those people who have never experienced it to experience it, okay? Personalized itineraries. This is a huge part of our course. Kind of like what I said earlier, is putting this whole day together, the magical Disney day, can be, like I said, you might need a PhD as a guest and you don't want to spend your time on the phone. This is where the travel advisor comes in and helps put this amazing vacation together. Because the less time the people are on the phone, the more time they're creating memories with their family, the more likely they will call you to book their next Disney vacation, right? And obviously, we have some great tools at Cruise Planners to stand out, to make you, the advisor, stand out. And we're going to talk about what our advisors get in just a few slides, okay? So let's move on. This is really important, guys. So in order to enroll in our course, we do require every advisor to complete the annual College of Disney Knowledge Assessment. Now, I'm going to preface this with, it can be kind of lengthy, right? This program with Disney is curated by Disney. It's in the Travel Advisor portal, but the assessment can take you a few hours to complete. But what's great about taking this first and then taking ours is that you will be sufficiently prepped as far as product knowledge by taking Disney's own course first. So our course doesn't go too in depth into product. We don't go into every style of hotel or every cruise ship or every destination. But once you take the Disney College of Knowledge, that's what it goes into, right? It goes into everything you could possibly want to know about selling the Disney product. And it's super in depth, which is kind of why we wanted to make ours at Cruise Planners not super long, because we're talking about you, the advisor, selling the product, whereas Disney is talking to thousands of advisors around the globe about their product. Okay, makes sense? I hope. All right, how are we doing here? Let's move on to some perks, okay? So once you complete our Disney Specialist program, you will be recognized as a Disney Specialist and have access to, on our website as a Cruise Planners Advisor, a free slideshow banner. You get a certificate to brag and share with your clients and specific enhancements for your website, right? So all of our Cruise Planners Advisors, when they join our network, get a beautifully curated website. And if you complete our course, you get more Disney-centric content pushed out to your potential customers, right? So they get a little microsite. It's really in-depth what they get. It's an amazing, I wish I could show you a screenshot, but we don't have one in here. But it is a great perk to take that course once you're part of the Cruise Planners family. Okay, they'll be able to add a prominent Disney section to their consumer-facing websites, featuring all the brands, Adventures by Disney, Disney Cruise Line, like I mentioned, with direct links to book and new pages to include Disney-themed content under various categories. So under family travel or theme parks, we break our websites out into different, obviously, travel styles, right? So this also adds another layer of reaching those targeted Disney consumers. We have a specific, just designed for the graduates of our course, Facebook group. What's great about this is that it's an internal Facebook group at Cruise Planners that every single day, I tell you, I'm in that group. They are sharing tips and tricks and what worked, what is, what's trending, where there's constantly posting articles. They're even sometimes posting wait times and when is the best time to send guests to the parks and resorts. It's a really, really, really sensational tool because you have direct access to each other, right? I think learning from another advisor is the best way to learn of how to sell something that either I'm not super familiar with or I'm trying to break into that segment. By just talking with each other in that Facebook group, amazing, amazing things happen. And I can really attest to the Cruise Planners Network. We really are truly a family. It's not that we are all competing against each other. So first of all, let me also preface this with, I work for headquarters where we don't even sell travel here. Every franchisee, all the travel is sold through them. We do not have a booking engine on cruiseplanners.com. Everything is through our advisors. And I know it sounds cheesy, but the camaraderie that our advisors have with each other is outstanding. And we're very fortunate enough to have this virtual Disney training, but we also have an amazing year filled with in-person events. And actually next year, we're hosting one of our events at, drumroll, the Disney Contemporary Resort. It's going to be incredible. We sometimes bring 200, 150 of our advisors there. Disney is there, of course, giving some incredible training in addition to all the training that the Cruise Planners headquarters team members give. So this Facebook group is super, super, super important. And we're super excited to be able to offer it to those who graduate our course. And of course, we have incentives for all of our Disney specialists. So we give a quarterly giveaway, which includes 5 park tickets to those who completed. We have annual prizes. We have different sales growth awards. So if you reach a new threshold, we obviously can give you some more perks. What I love about working at Cruise Planners HQ is that we are a platinum earmarked partner of Disney. So that means that we have a network of our direct access, if you will, to Disney. Our BDM, he is sensational. He covers the entire Cruise Planners account. If you need assistance from him, he is ready, willing, and able to answer kind of at any time of the day, which is great. So that's one of the perks by being a Cruise Planners advisor, is direct access to him. I'm just trying to think what else before we take some questions. I will say that the course being 45 minutes, I don't want you to think that you wouldn't get your money's worth, because knowledge is power, as we know, and keeping the content clear, concise, and contained in a way that it isn't just you're watching a boring module. I really want to hit that home. We're talking about Disney. First of all, we sell the coolest thing in the world, right? We're not selling boring insurance. We're not selling cell phone plans. We're selling travel. These are memories that people will have for the rest of their lives, especially Disney. So we really wanted to take that magic, that prowess, and put it into our course. So it's not just a person staring at a screen and talking about how great our program is. No, it's super interactive. We have some little matching games. We really invested in our training program at Cruise Planners. So our training portal is tip top, top of the heap, advanced. We have, of course, some artificial intelligence built into it because AI, I'm sure everyone knows, is the way of the future. So I really want to hit home that our program is not just a boring old sit there and watch some boring modules. We've taken a lot of pride in the course, and I hope that, some of you, if you're interested in taking it, will join us. So with that, I know there was a lot of information. Joni, I would love for all of you, if you can, to scan this QR code to learn more about Cruise Planners and our fabulous specialist program. And Joni, questions, I'm ready for you.
Okay, great, fantastic. Andrew, I just got to say, I love your enthusiasm.
Oh,
It's
thank you
contagious,
so much.
literally, dude. This is amazing.
Thank
You
you.
really, really love what you're talking about, and
I do. I
I
do.
hope
It's
that
not just an act, I swear.
no, trust me, I can tell the difference. But
Thank you.
this was awesome. So we did have a few questions, and I guess I'm going to try to get through. Some of them are a little bit that are probably not appropriate for the entire audience just because they're too detailed.
Of course.
But other people are saying they can also feel your enthusiasm. So I did assign a couple of questions to Emily, so maybe she can reach out to those folks about those. But in the meantime, is this Cruise Planners course in addition to College of Knowledge? I believe you already answered that it
Yeah.
is, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, and I don't want people to think that that's a bad thing. What I want them to realize is that our course, because we wanted to keep it under an hour, we would never have enough time to go through product, right? We're not going to have the time to go through all of the fabulous things that Disney has to offer. So that's why we're requiring our advisors to take that Disney side of things, because Disney does such a great job with explaining, obviously, their own product, cruise line, Alani, parks. So yes, they do have to complete that, and that will then unlock our whoever joins our network to be able to take ours. Yes.
Okay, perfect. So another question I have is this available to those who are not Cruise Planners participants?
Sure. Unfortunately, it isn't. This is one of the benefits about being a Cruise Planners advisor. And if I may, we also have we have another fabulous, incredible, if I do say so myself, a specialist program all about selling travel insurance. And we're actually launching, you guys actually might be the first ones to know that we're going to be launching an expedition travel specialist course next year, because in addition to how great Disney is, I don't know if everybody else on this call knows, expedition travel has exploded, right? No more is it people saying, oh, one day, because with COVID, I think people's attitudes shifted, right? We used to say the bucket list, I want to go to Antarctica, I want to do this. Now it's almost like it's like the to-do list, if you will, where people are just booking these unbelievable once in a lifetime trips. So we at Cruise Planners wanted to have a course tailored to expedition travel. It's not launched yet. You're the first people to hear about it, so don't get me in trouble. Keep it on the DL if you know. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of also say that we do have that coming, and again, it's going to be the same kind of format, but yes, not unfortunately, because we want everyone to be in our network. You do have to be a Cruise Planners advisor to access it.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody was clear on that. So,
Yeah,
so I'm going to ask you a question that I have, and
sure.
that is, can you give our audience, for those that are not Cruise Planners agents currently, or
Mhm.
don't maybe know as much about Cruise Planners as they might need to or want to know, can
Yeah.
you give us a quick, brief little talk about why Cruise Planners as
Oh
a
my
an
God.
option?
Of course I can. I would be thrilled. So yes, Cruise Planners is a go at your own pace, work from home, actually work from anywhere in the world. Our technology is all remote, not remote, but is all web based. So we actually have at our headquarters, we have 150 plus team members that, like I said earlier, we don't have a booking engine, right? So all our job, and Emily, who's on this call as well, our entire job is to support our franchise network. So our franchisees are span all across the United States, and we have franchisees in every single state, to be completely clear. And So I'm like Joni said at the beginning, I'm the Associate Director of Training and Development. Part of my role is to help our advisors learn not only about Disney and Expedition, but all of our incredible technology. We have our CRM, which is called CP Max, which is the most robust CRM in the industry. What you can do in that program is mind blowing, okay? And if I do say so myself, our entire IT team is created this CRM. It's not a third party, it's all homegrown. And it's really incredible. When you join the Cruise Planners Network, you also get, which is an amazing perk, a dedicated business development coach who is there from the very beginning of your business, the entire ride while you're with Cruise Planners, which is something very unique, right? So when you join, if you're new to the travel industry, you get what we call a foundation coach, and that person will help you set up your business. And then you're invited to join our Star University, which is a 6-day in-person training in Fort Lauderdale, okay? And you get to meet our home office team. You get to learn from a lot of the departments here. Actually, I present at Star University. You get to meet our I team. You get to meet our executive team. And if I may, our executive team they have 150 years plus of travel experience. Michelle Fee, who is our CEO, who is an incredible lady. She built this business in 1994, and her story is incredible, and she is extremely approachable. Everyone is just so lucky to know Michelle. Scott Kepf, who is our CSO, he has been in the industry for over 30 years. Teresa Scalziti, who is our COO, she was with Royal Caribbean for 20 plus years. And Brian, who is our CIO, has been here for 15 plus years, and their knowledge is unmatched, right? And what our franchise network loves is just how approachable our executive team is. They love that they can come to Star University, learn hands-on. And then the best part about it, like I mentioned earlier, it's not like you go home and then bye, good luck, sell your own travel. No, you have my team. You have the dedicated business development team. We have another team that we call the care team, which is our inbound call center. So if you have a question and your coach isn't available, you can call the care team and they will help you. Our CRM has artificial intelligence built in. If you have a question and the office is closed, you could type in that question, you get an answer. We have a full built out intranet that we call CP Genie that has 3,000 plus articles to help you sell travel. So I know that wasn't a short answer, Joni, but I think you could tell from my passion how much I adore this company. And I've been here pushing 6 years and I ain't going anywhere because this place is incredible. And I love to meet our new advisors at these events and just see how unbelievably excited they are, because we have something that we call cruisitude. And it's a little word that we coined a few years ago. And once you have it, you really get it. We have this positive attitude. We have 5 pillars, okay? I'm almost done with this question, I promise, Joni. We have 5 pillars. We have technology, we have people and culture, training and support, sales and business development. And these pillars really make up what Cruise Planners is. And I really implore you to use that QR code so you can learn more about this fabulous company. I know that was such a long answer, but
No,
I'm
it
very
was good.
passionate.
I wanted you to. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've known your executive team as friends for years, and I'm going to say that you have an amazing team all the way around, not just the executive team. I mean, you folks are really dedicated to the agent community. There's no question about it. And you have to wear green, by the way, if you end up
You
being a
have to
Cruise
wear
Planners
green.
agent.
I don't know if green is everybody's color. If you saw my
It
closet
is.
at home, half of the closet is green. I've got green shoes. I'm almost at the point where I might get a green car. So yes, you have to wear green.
Yeah, it's a green thing, but
Yeah.
it's all good. So I'm glad you shared that. I just want to make sure people are aware. But then I do have a question that has come up while you were talking.
Yep.
Not ever really been involved with cruise planners before, so I know this answer, but I want you to share with everybody. Obviously, you sell Disney, you can sell Disney when you're with the cruise planners, but with the name cruise planners, I think some people automatically think, okay, well, I got to sell cruises, I can't sell other stuff. But that is not the case with cruise planners. So can you
Far.
just kind of maybe share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we do get that question a lot. You can sell obviously our preferred partners, but we have an enormous land portion of our business. So we're actually the #1 seller of sandals and beaches in the world. So I think people, to your point, when they see cruise planners, oh, I only sell, no, it's far from it. A lot of our top advisors, you know, are that are in our Millionaires Club that sell obviously $1 million or more, their entire business is land-based. So we sell so much land that it is surprising when you see that name, but I'm telling you, we don't get to be, you wouldn't be the sandals #1 seller if you didn't have an extremely robust land component of the business. And we do have training on that. You know, we have people that come from all different industries, as you can imagine, Joni. We have retired teachers, we have, you know, military service who've never been in travel before. And those are my favorite type of advisors, because when they're sitting in class at Star University, we really explain to them how they're going to live out this dream of selling travel, and they might not have any idea how to do it. So we have a full land program at Star University. We talk about it. We talk about all-inclusive. We talk about escorted tours. We talk about guided vacations. And I think while we're on, you know, while we bring it up, we are partnered with Signature Travel Network, which I could talk about that for the next 25 minutes, but I won't. But that also unlocks an enormous amount of benefits and exclusive offers for your clients as them being our partner, as a consortia partner. So that's another perk to when you join our network.
Okay, perfect. So this question is kind of encompassing a couple people that have come up with this question.
Yeah.
So I know the answer again, but I'm not going to tell the answer. I want you to tell it. So is Cruise Planners a host agency, or are you a franchise company? Can you just give a little bit of clarification on that?
Yeah, so we're a franchise company, so it's pretty self-explanatory. If you decide to move forward with us and purchase a franchise, you sign a franchise agreement with us, and once you know, it's dependent on. There's a lot of different factors as far as cost, but you own your own business, right? So we're here to support you, but you are the business owner. You can also onboard. You can bring someone on that we call associates. That you, as a franchise owner, if you know, want someone as an admin, or you want someone to help you sell, or you want someone to help, you know, organize your bookings, we do have an associate, really large, actually, associate program. We have over 1,000 associates in our network. So that's how it works. You know, you stay within the
Perfect.
guidelines with cruise planners, but you are your own business. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. So this will be, I think this is the last question that I have, just to kind of, and then we'll go ahead and do the prize giveaway. But how, as a Cruise Planners affiliate, will, or do you offer leads at Cruise Planners is the question basically that she's asking.
Yeah, so we do get that question a lot about leads. And I'm not going to say directly, yes, when you join me, give you 100 leads. No, but we have an enormously successful marketing program. So we have an in-house marketing program here at the headquarters office, which, by the way, we're located in Coral Springs, Florida. Our headquarters is in a beautiful building. Of course, it's green. But our marketing team creates not only digital marketing, but, you know, we're still talking about some of these trips, Joni, as you know, are extremely, the cost can be quite high. So we are also believe in heavy print marketing. We have a program called Full Sales, which sends out to your clients gorgeous printed pieces. We have about, I think, 6 or 7 graphic designers full-time on staff here that are constantly designing beautiful printed pieces. Twice a year, we have a gorgeous magazine. And we do from time to time run contests which act as lead generation, right? So we, a couple times a year, we'll run a contest that, you know, put in your information and targeted marketing goes out, and that person can then become entered to win a contest, which is great lead gen, right? If you're in a mall or something and or you're in the store and you're wearing a Cruise Planner shirt, that is now a lead, and all you have to do is have that person scan their QR code, and suddenly now they're in your database, they're getting targeted marketing. So, you know, we do offer leads, but I would, you know, it's not like you join and here's 1,000 leads. That's just not how we work. But you know what? Everyone that you know is a lead, right? You could put anyone and anybody in our database, and suddenly they enroll in our marketing, and there's your leads, you know?
Exactly. Okay. So this is, now I thought that was the last question. This is the last question, then we'll do the price. Okay. So can people outside of the United States join Cruise Planners?
No, we are a United States-based company. So yes,
Okay.
we're US. Yep.
I just want to make sure that someone who's asking that question. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and give away our $50 Amazon gift
All
card.
right.
Andrew, that was just fantastic. You were so great. I love your
Oh, thank
energy.
you. Thank you.
It's so fun. So I have a question that I'm going to ask, and then Andrew, I have a question to ask you. What is your lucky number between 1 and 15, please?
My lucky number?
Uh-huh.
7.
Okay, that's mine too. All right,
Oh,
cool.
oh,
All
maybe
right,
that's a
so
sign.
I'm going to pick the seventh correct answer here for this prize. So, folks, remember, if you've been on our webinars before, for those of you who have not, you're going to type your answer over in what you see the questions area that you see on the right-hand side of your screen, not the chat area, but the questions area where you've been posting questions already. You're going to type our keyboard, your answer in as fast as you can, and then I'm going to pick the seventh correct answer to the question that Andrew has provided to me. So here we go. All right.
Hmm.
Why? Oh, why should a client use a travel advisor to book a Disney vacation? Now, there's a lot of reasons, but I want the one that's probably the most likely.
Well, the real answer is why wouldn't they?
Yeah, I know. We'd like that, right?
Right. But it's a loaded question. Obviously, it's because you are going to change their vacation, right? You're going to help them. You're going to make money. You're going to ease some of the tension, especially when it comes to Disney. Like I said earlier, I am a Disney aficionado, and sometimes still I get overwhelmed whilst I'm in the parks. And you're really there to be their lifeline, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. That's the business that we're in. But hopefully, by taking our course, you have more good than bad. And it is truly to be that memory maker for these people. I'm telling you, I see it all the time, how we have clients telling our advisors, wow, I couldn't have done this without you, because it's such an amazing vacation, but can be complicated, right?
Okay, so everyone is getting this right. So I hate that I only have one Amazon gift card to give away. This is
Oh
making me
man.
angry. I want to have more, but
Oh man.
I love some of these answers. They're so good. And you guys totally get it. Okay. But to be fair, the seventh correct answer was actually Deanna Harrison. And can you tell me, Andrew, what the answer to that question is?
What answer were you looking for? You tell me.
Well, I was looking, you know what? I was looking for the one that you and I talked about a little bit earlier, and I'll just tell you what Deanna said. She says,
Yeah.
and you can say if this is correct or not,
Yep.
so that the client doesn't spend the whole trip looking at their
Looking at
phone.
their phone. There you go. Ding, ding, ding. You win, Deanna.
A number of people said that, but she was technically the seventh one that actually said that. But that was what you made that obvious, and so obviously they were listening. So it
Yes.
was fantastic, Andrew. This was great. I so appreciate your time and congratulations to Deanna. Deanna, I will be sending you an email in a little bit from Amazon with your gift card. So enjoy that. Happy shopping. And
Congrats.
Andrew, I hope you'll come back and do another one with us again, Andrew. This was such fun.
So for sure, my friend Joni, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone who was listening. It was a blast. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, everybody have a great rest of your day and stay cool out there. All
Bye,
right. Bye,
everyone. Take
folks.
care.